While Mike is busy running Sally's station on the scare floor, he suddenly saw his friend. His friend was Sally, a giant furry blue friendly and sweet monster with horns and purple spots. Mike gave a thumbs up sign to Sally and congratulates him for his success in scaring the kid next door. Sally looks down to Mike with an angle of 53 degrees. How far was Sally from Mike, given that the measurement from Sally's feet to his line of sight is 2.5 meters and the length from his waist to his feet is 1 meter? Here is the solution.
Buzz is in a hurry because he will jump on the track by the use of the thread for the sake of the other toys. If Buzz Lightyear is 5.3 inches away from the thread from the ground, and the thread is 6.7 inches away from the foot of Buzz Lightyear, how high is the end of the thread from the ground? And here's the solution for that.
Remy is extremely amazed on the beauty of the smooth and nutritious orange with green leaf carrot that made him dance with it. So if the edge of the table from the tip of the carrot until the rounded part to the table is 7.2 inches, and if the tip of the carrot and the table made a 32-degree angle, how long is the carrot? And how high is the rounded tip to the table? Here is the solution to that problem.
While Mater and McQueen is on their way going to a certain place, McQueen suddenly saw a billboard of Coca-Cola. If the angle of elevation of McQueen's line of sight up to the billboard is 68 degrees and the distance of the car to the base of the billboard is 20.3 meters, what is the height of the billboard?
Here's the solution.
Two arrows collide having an angle of 31 degrees from the first arrow to the end of the second arrow. If the height from the second arrow to the first arrow is 25.1 centimeter, what is the distance from the tip of the first arrow to the point on the end of the arrow? Here is the solution.
Grandpa is standing at a height of 145 centimeters. The angle of depression from Grandpa to Russell is 52 degrees. Find the distance of Grandpa to Russell. Here's the solution for the problem.
One night, while Chicken Little is on his bed, he saw a piece of the sky on the floor. Because of him being curious, he observed the piece of the sky. He notices that the angle of depression on his line of sight is 38 degrees. The height from him to the ground is 22 inches. How far is the piece of the sky to him? Here is the solution.
Eve is 50 feet high. At a distance from Eve, while E notices that the angle of elevation from Eve is 41 degrees. How far is Wall E from Eve? And here is the solution for this problem.
Mr. Incredible aims to target Syndrome with this metal frisbee. If Mr. Incredible is on the top of a building 150 feet from the ground with an angle of depression of 63 degrees, how far away is Syndrome from the base of the building? Here is the solution to the problem.